knew it was going to happen. Welcome to Pull Up in a Radio, place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you'll like our opinions.
But we promise you, we're giving it to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate. And let's not eat. Let's pull the pin already.
I knew as soon as I took a bite of that thing, we were going to run. Every other time, it takes its time. All right. Anyway, excuse my talking with my mouth full. Welcome to Pull the Pin. Welcome, Nate. Welcome back. Welcome all you viewers. Shout outs to obviously Christine and Johnny. Appreciate you. Now that I just pretty much choked down some whole pieces of sandwich there, let's hope that's going to be good for me. But let's talk about some headlines, because that's what we do on this episode. We talk about headlines, whether we've read the articles or not, probably not. And we give you our perspective and tell you how to think, feel, and when to get mad and not and whatever. And why is our perspective important?
We're avid veterans. We've been around the world and we know everything.
I really shouldn't even use words like perspective when I'm trying to chew still, because it kind of creates more saliva. And it's not a good thing. Anyways, Nate, so now that I've gotten my eating out of the way, we're going to get into some headlines. But I do want to say, before we get into these headlines, there's one thing, again, we're not going to talk about, and that's the Hunter Biden trial, because we all know all this stuff is a joke and a sham. So I'm not even going to waste breath on it. I'd rather talk about some less insignificant stuff. Whew. Yeah, unless you wanted to say something about it. I just think it's not one of the headlines. I just know it's been recent news and we haven't talked about it. We're not going to talk about it. Well, we could, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, but I'm not bringing up a headline because it's a joke.
I think you just talked about it. So
I did just talk about it. So but not in any detail. So new bill would automatically enlist men age 18 to 26 into the draft.
Is that just Americans or any man in this country at that age?
That's a good question, man. That's a good question. It's not only just a good question. It's like, didn't they just pay off student loans? Now they're going to piss them off by saying, well, we pay for your college, but you're going to have to go to war.
No, it just says they should already be enlisted in the draft, right?
Well, I thought selective service was mandatory, right? I thought it was. You had to be mandatory, and that's kind of where they pulled the draft from.
Yeah.
So I'm a little confused. So I guess what they're saying is they're going to automatically sign you into selective service, but how does that happen anyway? With your driver's license? Like what?
I don't remember how I did it. I don't even think I did it because I joined the military before I was 18, so I don't even think
same here. So it wasn't an issue with me, but I'm just curious because I just don't know how. Like, did they just tell you one day, hey, you need to sign up? Like, did they send you an email?
I think you get something in the mail. Well, back then I wasn't email, so I don't know what it is now.
So nowadays, do they like ping you, or what do they do? Like, how do they tell you need to join, and then what do you got to do? Like, I don't know. It's a really good question. But
there's always some website we could like look something up and see how it works.
I could have probably read the article. Maybe it would have just made
that
to explain some of that. But at the end of the day, that's fine because I don't really need to know. Maybe one day my son needs to know, and he said the same thing too. He's like, I don't want to get drafted. I said, dude,
why just men? I thought men and women are equal, so why can't we do them both?
That's a whole nother subject we can get to. But that's what I was saying. My son, I told him, I was like, dude, by the time you're eligible, we'll probably all be gone, or there'll be a war already in here, and they'll draft anybody they can get. But yeah, you're right. That's the other side of this coin that I wanted to talk about too. What happened to equal rights? Why now? And how is it that now all these lunatic politicians and stuff know what a man is, right? You know what a man is? Oh. So how do you know if you're not? So if a man now identifies as a woman, does he evade the draft? I remember we talked about this before.
That's very good.
They made sure in the law or something, they were made sure in the law that didn't matter for this perspective. When it comes to the draft, you can transition all you want and it doesn't matter. You're still going in as a man. I don't know if we talked about it or I saw it somewhere, I heard about it, but somebody who knew something about this, that's what they said. Now, think of the hypocrisy in that alone, dude. I mean, this is just, look, I'm not trying to get all worked up right now. But this is just more of what I'm saying. If people don't open their freaking eyes, you can clearly see this has got nothing to do with a standard. It's all on my team, my preference, whatever I think is right, and everything goes accordingly. Now, the only thing you could do is decide, okay, I'm on the right team and I'm going to follow that. That's the only thing you can decide. But in the end, if you're willfully ignorant that this hypocrisy or hierarchy, however you want to look at it, is just destroying this country, then you're part of the problem. I hate to say it. You can make all comments, homophobe, germaphobe, whatever you want to call people. You can make all of them you want, but if you're buying into this bull, you're the problem. And I can tell you right now, a lot of liberals and Democrats are buying into this bull. And they're just using it to control us. And I say they, like, who is they? Well, the people in power right now. They're literally telling you we are going to force men 18 to 26 into the draft. After all this time you've been fighting for equal rights, after all this time you've been saying men aren't men, women can be men, and men can be women, and all this, that doesn't matter. We're telling you that you got to be men. It's just such hypocrisy, man. And it's the same people in charge, dude. It's not like the secret Republicans are saying, hey, we're going to make men men and women, you can do what you. No, these are the same idiots in charge. Same idiots. And I want to say this too, and I think we're going to mention this every episode. Milley is a traitor. He's a treasonous traitor. Looking at that General Milley clown, the one that was in charge, he is becoming behind. He's it's surfacing. He's behind a lot of this crap. January 6th stuff, all this stuff. You look at him. Remember the guy who said, "I want to know what white rage is." Remember that dude? Remember that dude? Anyway,
I remember. I know his name, but
looking at that dude, man. Let me tell you, I got no respect for that man, nor would I ever anyway. But we know that. Anyway, I'm way off subject. Let's just go on. I don't know what.
all right, moving on. Moving on.
Good luck. Draft is coming soon. All right. Joe Biden mental deterioration shocked G7 members.
Which ones didn't already know?
That's what I say. What is the more surprising thing about this?
That people didn't know, or
That people were shocked? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess that's it, man. It just ties into the last one. I guess that's it. Some people may be in a bubble. Maybe they are so shielded from common sense. Do you really believe a G7 member really didn't see this? Like, how do people not know this already? We're the laughing stock of the world. And yet you're going to tell me some G7 country with G7. I think they're pretty big countries, right? Aren't they?
I think they're a great seven, aren't they, or something like that?
I don't know what the G stands for. It's like God awful.
I just told you. It's my opinion. G stands for great. The great seven.
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, whatever. So grade 7, whatever. The end of the day, how do these people not know? Like, really? Like,
Yeah.
everybody knew about.
Has it been your first G7 meeting? Has it in the past 3 years?
No, and I mean it's like, and everybody everybody seems to know that about Trump peeing on some hooker or prostitute, right? Which isn't even true, but everybody seems to know that. But they can't see. Yeah, all right, man. Like I said, like, yeah. Let me just breathe. It's really getting so frustrating, dude. I'm just getting so frustrated because you see it, dude. Go look on social media. All these people still talking about Trump's indictments and all this. People's rage against Trump is so freaking ignorant. I don't even care if you hate him. He has exposed all the dirty corruption tricks, everything, put them all on the table that the Democrats and Rhino Republicans and the powers that be who aren't even in political office, the civilians that run our lives. He's exposed all this crap, and all these morons can focus on is Trump bad? Trump bad. He's a narcissist. He's out for himself. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? That's what you see in all this?
To expose if he gets reelected.
But you understand, no, dude, they're going to take, look, all they're going to expose is how evil people are. That's it. I don't think if Trump gets elected, I don't think we're going to make it through the first month without some huge problem. Because that's how evil people are. And when these evil people, and that's what I'm going to call them, I'm not even going to call them morons anymore. I'm just going to call them evil. Because when you got the truth in your face and you refuse to see it, show me the truth. Show me the truth and I will acknowledge it. But when you got the truth in your face and you refuse to see it, you're evil. It's the end. I'm not even calling you stupid anymore. You're evil. And you're still literally sitting here, still going after Trump like this has any freaking thing to do with Trump. Let me ask you a question, Nate.
Please do, Jim. Please do.
So just based on this headline, who do you think is running this country?
Joe Biden. He's our president.
Right. So now, if you're not a moron and you're not evil, who would you really think is running? You don't even have to give me a name. Let me put it this way, make it real easy for you. Is Joe Biden cognitively running this country.
I highly doubt it.
Right. So he can't even pull up his own pants. He can't figure out how to get off a stage. He can't stand on his feet. So the dude is not running the country. So what you have to recognize, who is? Who are these people who so blatantly bolden themselves to just act on behalf of the president? And then have the nerve to say Trump is going to be a dictator. These people who have no power, no elected power, are literally making decisions for the man we elected.
How do you know who
I
they
didn't
are?
elect
If
them.
you're saying no, there could be some elected officials doing it for them.
Well, right. Yeah, they could be, but not for their job. That's not their job.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
doing their job. They're doing his job.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. They are
And
elected.
and that in itself should wake you the hell up to what's going on here. And I don't even care if Biden's on your team. I don't care if you're a lifelong Democrat. Wake up to the corruption, because tomorrow you'll be on the other team and you're going to hate it. You're going to hate it. And then you're going to cry, oh, nobody's fighting for us. Wake up. You're evil and you know it. All right, I'm done with this.
Moving on.
I told you I wouldn't want to get on. Why don't you read this one?
Nashville journalist faces jail time for refusing to reveal source of leaked training school shooter's private writings. That's the first time I ever read a headline, I think.
Yeah, that's very good. You did a great job, man. I just
Thanks.
wanted everybody to know you could read.
I was scared. You put me on the spot.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't mean to do that, but I'm sweating right now. I don't know if it's getting over this cold that I've got that's been, going for a bit. But yeah.
Failing to reveal a source is a punishable offense?
No, I don't think it's ever been.
It is. It says it right there. You're going to face jail time.
Yeah, well, that's because the judges are out of control too. And who didn't know that? Who didn't know that our whole system's corrupt? People, look, see, this is what makes conversation so complicated. No, but here's the truth of it, Nate. Look, this is what makes conversation so complicated. So when you got the black mafia, whatever you call it, Black Lives Mafia, when you got them coming out saying, oh, it's a corrupt justice, blah, 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 blah. They're picking on us. They're shooting us. They're coming out they're not entirely wrong. Their problem is they're just again, they're making it about me, 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 me. Black people are discriminated in the courts like white people are. It's not about color. I mean, maybe in the past it was, maybe obviously, but we can get into that whole discussion later. But I'm saying as of this day right now, there's way more people being discriminated against because of their beliefs, because of their party, because of their not part of a family, because of their being, from a different whatever. There's so many places of discrimination, and that's why you're losing people. You're not fighting against corruption. You're fighting for your piece of the pie, and you're blaming the other people who are being discriminated against. You know what I mean? Gay people, lesbian, all these people that want to be victims. You're not the only victims in all of this. Stop asking for a trophy in a parade, although you got one, and a whole month, I might add. But you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you think there's discrimination, stop the discrimination. Stop being a damn victim. Just like this stuff, who cares? This is almost as bad. I don't think I got the other headline about who's the rapper on trial. Did you see that headline? It's a similar thing to this. There's some rapper on trial, and the rapper's witness or somebody's witness was tampered with by the judge or something, and the prosecutor found out and exposed it in the court, and the judge went to sentence him to find him in contempt if he didn't reveal who told him.
Oh.
And this was all televised, dude.
No, Judge, get off the bench. You're the one that did the wrong, illegal thing.
So you see right there, he got caught, and now he's mad because the guy won't reveal how he got caught, because he wants to punish the guy who told on him or something. You see what I'm saying? I understand the judge. The judge has probably been spent so many years of having this power and control that he's not even thinking what he's saying as being a big deal. But everybody watching that should wake the hell up. Just like the whole Trump trial, just like all of it. These judges just, and is the Supreme Court immune to it? No, they're not. But that's why there's 7 of them. You know what I mean? There's 7, or is there 5?
Or is there 9?
There's 9. Damn it. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but you're right. Wow. But you understand what I'm saying? But they're all immune. That's why the system works when the people use the system. But when people corrupt the system, the people are bad. They got to go, dude. I mean, the people that are your enemy are not not the homophobes and the lamophobes and all the phobophobes. It's these people in power.
Phobophobes.
You know what I'm saying? That's who your enemy is. It's the media, the ones who go along with this bull crap and don't call it out. They're supposed to be. I took a journalist class. They're supposed to be investigating and reporting the truth.
Right? Yeah.
That's what they're supposed to be
Isn't that
doing.
the real job? Not making up stories to fit some type of.
So even if you don't believe what you're seeing is the truth, report it. Like, it just blows my. These are the enemies. I hate to say Trump is right again, but the media is your enemy right now. They're working for the powers that be. You know what? They make money too.
Oh yeah.
That's why when you see your better media, it's the low end media. But I'm way off topic now. But this is ridiculous. Somehow they got a hold of this. I don't think you have to reveal your sources. It's kind of like client attorney privilege thing. Now I could believe maybe if it was detrimental, if it was some sort of security issue to the country.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't know.
It's got private writings. I mean, did he have them before and it could have been prevented?
Well, I mean, that goes to say, like, let's just say you're walking down the street and you find on a park bench some top secret document. Do you go to jail for that?
I don't.
Maybe being in possession, right?
But the person that left it there probably does.
Well, but you think about it though. If you were to grab it and go turn it in, they'd say you're in possession of top secret document and put you in jail.
Oh, probably.
Probably, right? Because that's what they would do.
Just leave it there for the next person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So understand. Obviously, there has to be some fail safe for this stuff because unless these people stole it, they don't have to reveal their sources. You know what I mean? What's to stop them from lying?
If you found a top secret document, would you read it first before turning it in?
Would I? Probably because I wouldn't believe it was top secret.
Oh, is that gonna be your answer? That's your excuse?
Yeah, I would probably look at it and say I thought it was some kid's thing or some fake thing. That I'd be looking around for the cameras, looking for a prank. That's a good idea. We may try that one. See what people would do. That'd be cool. I want to do some of those. Anyway, we move on to the next one. China encircles Taiwan with 23 warplanes and 7 warships.
So, are the warplanes just flying in circle, or are they on the warships that are circling Taiwan? Is Taiwan an island?
I think it's a peninsula, right? Like
So
New Jersey?
You can't
The
circle
tip of New Jersey? Florida?
You can't circle it with warships then, because like there's land.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe the warplanes are. Maybe the warplanes are along the land and the warships are on the sea. That's probably what I would do tactically, as long as the warplanes can land on the land. Yeah. So what does that tell you?
War's coming.
Something's happening. Something's going to happen. I don't know what it is, but something's going to happen. And when we all say "told you so," and you go and vote Joe Biden again, because I'm sure he's the one putting us in war. I'm not even blaming Biden anymore, dude. I don't blame him for any of this stuff. I don't blame Biden. I blame the Democrats. That's what I blame, because they all lockstep voted for this moron and let his administration run this country to the ground. And think about it. There's really no head of the snake, right? The head of the snake's been cut off already. Biden's already cut off. That's probably why it's in such chaos, because you got all these people trying to take charge where Biden's falling. Unless Obama really is pulling the strings and everybody knows it, there's really no head in the snake. There's a bunch of people vying for that power. Because you think about it, if the power of the president is up for grabs by a bunch of crooks and evil people, you don't think there's going to be infighting?
Yeah, they're not going to share it. One person would have the
control of it. Look, Fauci tried to take it himself. Fauci's trying to be president himself.
Is he running?
No, but he acted like he was president, right? Everything. He is science, remember. So at the end of the day, that's what worries me. But I don't know. I don't care. I'm getting off here. Right? That was the last one? Okay.
Yeah, that's it for today.
Yeah, that's it for today. So good luck, good riddance, whatever. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Whatever. Send us all your money so we can keep doing it for free, which I still can't stand when I hear people saying this stuff. Till then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the